Hey, and welcome back. I know it's been for fucking ever. Okay, it's been a month. Um, and here is the flip through for October. And then we'll get into the November setup. Um, October did not go as planned. Um, so I know I had talked about I have some spinal issues, some lower I honestly don't remember what I said, but it's lower back spinal issues. Um that has been causing my leg to go numb and not be able to move. Um so after I had done the October setup, I spent the next 4 days in bed. I could not, I couldn't get up, I couldn't move more than 3 feet without being in absolutely excruciating pain. Um, I'm now better. Like, I'm fine. I'm functional again. Um, but I wasn't able to do videos or Inktober. I ended up not being able to do Inktober, and I'm really kind of bummed about it. But yeah, so this is the so that was the October life update. I'm not dead yet, and I haven't killed anyone. So there we go. Bonus. Um, so this is the cover for November. I found out some really cool information about myself, and apparently I have some Native American blood running through my veins. Which, for those who know me personally and have experienced any of my healing stuff through my Reiki, oh yeah, I got my Reiki mastership in October, the end of October. Um, yeah, my Ohuhu brush markers. I'm totally using a blank page earlier as a color swatch because that's yep, it's my life. Um, so it turns out I have my it would be my great grandmother was half native. I honestly don't know any more than that. Um, so that was kind of my inspiration for um, for November, and there's no pagan holidays in November. Well, I get you could count the first because it is the Day of the Dead, but a lot of people do more for um, October 31st with Samhain and Halloween and whatever. Because they really tie into each other. Anyway, so that is where it's kind of like a self portrait esque. Um, and it took me so long. This is sped up so fast. It was like 40, I think it took me 40 minutes it took me an hour, I think, to sketch it out. Um, and then it took me 40 minutes to ink it and color it and figure out how to get this fucking. So this is the end of a book page, or this is, I don't know, it's some book page. I dabble in bookbinding, and I like making the junk journal type of thing. Um, so so this is just a blank piece of book page that I had ripped, um, around. I can't decide on the other side if I haven't done anything with it. Oh yeah, the Yoo-hoo sticks. Oh my god, they are the best fucking glue sticks. I will definitely link them below. They're super good for bookbinding. They're they're amazing. I love them. They're screw tops instead of just the pull caps, like the whatever the Elmer's glue sticks are. So that gets a little tedious and whatever. But where the fuck? What? I don't know. I got distracted. It has been a hot minute. Oh, the other side. I haven't done anything with it, and I don't know what to do. So with the information of the native aspect, um, my healings have that. I don't know. As it just when I found that out, it made a lot of sense, and I was like, oh, okay, this is why I can heal, and this is why I do all these other things, and how I can do all of these things. So it's just been really cool. Um, so I'd rewind back to my mastership. I was using that yellow marker as a highlighter, and I was like, oh, this is so dark, it's so juicy, it's so like the perfect mustard color. Forgetting that back in April I had used the same marker anyway, it ended up being a hell of a lot lighter yellow than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be that like god awful 70s mustard, which is a beautiful color and I really, really like it. I have a beanie and a sweater in that color and I love it. The sweater might make an appearance in the videos because it gets cold as fuck up here. And that sweater is warm as hell. So yeah, and I really like that blue. So that was where those came from. And I didn't want to and because I'm still really into like Celtic, Nordic type of stuff as well. I like the blue from I had a conversation last night about this. Um, I like the blue from the Celts because they had a lot of the blue war paint and face paint and all of that. Okay, so I know I was talking about like war paint or whatever. I wound up going into a really awful, disgusting, awful, horrible, horrible, horrible rant, and yeah. So I cut it out, and I'm redoing this voiceover just this bit. It's a 3. I went on a 3-minute rant and really stupid shit. And I know I talked quite a bit on dumb shit, but this was just it was a bit much. Um, so here I'll actually talk about the fucking setup. So I'm just putting up the spending and the monthly, and I go weirdly into it later, but I wanted to do a single page monthly setup because I don't need all that space, and it was just kind of wasteful. And then I didn't end up doing Inktober because of all of my back issues and everything. So I want to doodle a day is what this spread is called that I'm setting up right now. And I really, really, really want to get back into doodling and drawing and all of that. So yeah, and it took me so long to set this up because I do not math, and I end up roasting myself later in this video, and really it's really funny. um, Stay tuned for the self roasting. Um, so it took me. So these boxes are there's 5 in a row, and I don't. You know what? I don't even know. Um, they are 5 wide and 6 tall is what these boxes ended up being. And it took me so long to do the math for that. And it was absolutely ridiculous. And it shouldn't have taken me an hour uh, to get that all planned out. Pre-planning. I'm pretty sure I pre-planned that like over the weekend. And I'm filming it on Tuesday. And voiceover on Thursday. Because that's where my life is. Um, and then in the next little video bit, or the voiceover bit, I go off on like the rant. Ignore that because I cut it out. um, so yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to do this doodle a day thing, but we'll see. And then after the universe is saying 3 pages, I have an extra page, and I might do a big doodle. I might draw. I don't know. So anyway, see. So I use blue because I like blue and I hate red, but I have this red flannel washi tape that I am absolutely obsessed with. I know that was a long ass rant um, about nonsense. Welcome to my channel. So back to the actual bullet journal then. I wanted to kind of shorten it up because I have done some 2020 pre-planning, and so I wanted to kind of shorten my monthly. I haven't needed that much space because if you like remember back to the October monthly splash pagey thingy, because words, I didn't use a lot of the space. I just ended up filling it in all black, and it was really unnecessary. So I wanted to combine everything on one page. I still have, and I don't have a whole lot planned. I mean, my mom's going on a trip for a few days, and then I have written down like my I have one more doctor's appointment for my back and everything. So, oh, and the pink came from the lipstick in the, so I did a lot of my colors. I fuck up on this and I flip it off and it's really funny. See there, I jumped it. Here is the realization. And I just said fuck it. So I wanted to do so this is doodle a day, as you can read. Because I got really pissy that I wasn't able to do Inktober, and I still want to keep with the drawing thing and whatnot. So I decided to have a doodle a day page. It took me an hour, maybe more, to set up that doodle page because of just math. But I wanted to shrink the space that I used for the monthly because I don't need a whole lot of space for it, other than tracking my spending and whatnot. And then I do the because it took me that whole first, with the drawing and the splash page for the monthly and the doodle page, it took me over an hour. And I was really tired. I did that Tuesday afternoon. So I just did the lines and everything off camera because it was taking way too long and I wanted to nap. So this is the first weekly spread, and it is the same layout as my last week in October. So the boxes in the center there are 10 dots high by 15 wide. So that leaves 9. Correct my math if I'm wrong. So that leaves 9 in that side box. Yeah, because the week is 7 and there's 2. So the boxes are 10 by 15. Even though the second page, it ended up being 10 by 16. And when you watch me do the, yeah, just wait for it. The realization hits and I get super, I throw my pencil. Because, yeah, I don't math. I do not math. Do not ask me to math. That is not my thing. It is not a thing for me. So, the top left box is the food, is my grocery list, and then the other one is my notes and reminders. And then in the last week of October, I had put a pain management type of tracker, because I don't track, as you can tell by my journals, I don't track a lot. I have an app called My Tracker that tracks my period and emotions and whatnot, and my sleep and everything, so I don't need, and how much water I drink. So I don't need that in my bullet journal. But um but I had the tracker in because I really should have been tracking I really, really should have been tracking the pain. But I didn't. So um and I'm just about completely fixed up. So it was really stupid of me to put it in the last week that I don't need it. So in here I'm just contemplating my color scheme and how I want to do everything. Oh, and that is it's Starbucks that I'm drinking. It's their cold brews that they have at um they have them in those big containers at Meyer, and they're so good. So yeah, so there's that washi tape that I was talking about, that red flannel washi tape. And the blue and the yellow really do go well with the red, because it's a, well, they're the primary colors, so they go, and they're muted down. I just realized I'm using the primary colors. Yay for me. So yeah, so that yellow was so dark, and it was so mustard. It was so dark. And I guess it was the paper that I was using it on, because it was so pretty. It was so dark. And it's so fucking light in this book. And it kind of makes me sad. Um but the blue accents well, and along with the flannel, and I just kind of wanted it to be a really super kind of cozy month. Because it's November and whatnot. Um yeah, so that's not, so the thingy next to me here to the left, it's not an actual burrito. It is a pencil case that looks like a burrito. I make so many references. This is where I fuck so hard. And it takes me so long, cuz see here, I'm like, what? What? Oh my god, I'm laughing so bad at myself. It's so funny. Somehow I overcounted the boxes on that side, and I have no idea how, and it takes me so long to realize what the hell I did. It's so funny. Oh my god. I grab my pencil and count. Well, first, yeah, I just deal with it, but then later I take my purple mechanical pencil and I count out my dots. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But I mean, you just gotta go with it. And that's been my biggest lesson of October, is just, you just gotta go with it. Um, the plan is fucked. We're all in hell. Just deal with it. Is kind of, maybe not to that extent, but it was definitely, nothing went according to plan in October. And yeah. So yeah, I just kind of went with it. Um, and that's what I did with this. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I just go into my washies and my sticker packs and stuff, and um, decorate everything. I took so many coffee breaks during this. So it took me 2 days to film this. I did the my cover page and month the doodle a day page, the monthly splash page, and the universe is saying pages, and the flip through Tuesday. So that was the 29th. And I just did the weekly and the voiceover and the editing and everything the 31st, which is Halloween. Um, because Wednesday I had an eye appointment and I am blind as fuck. I am still super fuck. I'm so goddamn blind. And I've gotten worse. One I got worse, and the other one got better, and I don't know how that works. I don't really know anymore. But I'm kind of interested to see if I can reiki my eyes better. Because I've been reiking my spine better. So hopefully I can do that with my vision as well. And I kind of, with the, how big I have um, the color blocks on the days, I might try to write down like a tarot day or my runes a day or something. Just kind of track things a little more. I end up leaving the on the right side the space above the contemplation. I leave the space above the notes and reminders blank because I don't know, even though I'm not using the pain tracker because it's really not that bad this week. I don't know if I want to add it in or what. So, in how I did, and I can just talk through how I did how I did that tracker. So I made it so it would be 21 dots high by I think it's an 8. Or whatever, yeah, I'm pretty, because that says it, yeah. Um, so, that space is an 8 by, is 8 by 21. But the other one that I did, because I had it on the left side of the page, it ended up being a 9. So it was 9 wide by 21 high. And I had blocked it out into 4. It might have been 5. It was 5 sections. So I grouped it in, and this is for a pain spectrum, but you can totally like divvy it up how you want. So I had so with it being 9 wide, I was able to have a thing along the top that had like I wrote on there like what this was, like so I call it a pain leg, a spine leg pain thing, because I don't know what the fuck to name shit. Oh, here's the realization. I was super pissed. Anyway, so I labeled it, and then I had on there like a pain scale, so how kind of like a mood. You can do this as a mood tracker as well, where you have, because a lot of, and I don't do a lot of mood. I'm fairly neutral through my moods. I don't have a whole lot of mood swings. So I don't track that. So with the pain, I have functioning. So that is, I can actually get the fuck up and do things with just a mild discomfort. Functioning to me is, I know that it's there, but I can power through it. I like it doesn't affect my everyday life. And then mild is where it's a little glitchy, like my foot is totally numb and it really probably shouldn't be. Um, and then glitchy is I am hobbling around like I have a peg leg. Um, Pain is, it hurts really. I can't be standing for more than 5 minutes. Um, it hurts way too bad to just. It's probably 10 feet, if roughly, from my bed into our kitchen. And if I can't make it into the kitchen, then that's a really bad, or I can make it out, but it hurts really bad, so then I have to raise my hip and everything. Then that's the pain. That's where I can hardly walk around mire and everything, and it just really fucking sucks. And then the last one is nope. That is, I can't get out of bed. I can't make it more than 2 feet before I am in so much pain. So I've been really, really good this week. It's been really mild and really, really not awful. So yeah, and here's my final third flip. Nah, nah, nah. Here's my final third flip. Wow. The final flip through. Good shit. See, and I still haven't done anything to the other side, and I don't know if I will. Do this a day, the universe. I still don't know what to do with that page. And the first weekly. See ya!